about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys UnCut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat Dak. And we ain't scared of running. It's only one team over here, it's Cowboys. Believe it. Yeah, it's you got it's a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And yes, I know I'm by my lonely right now. It's just little old me, but it will be Cowboys UnCut. You know, I be on time sometimes, and the other folks got lives. You know what I'm saying? So stuff happens. They'll be on here though. So hey, salute to everybody out there across all platforms. West and Land will be in momentarily, but I appreciate everybody for already rocking with us, man. And hey, we got a lot to discuss, man, because there've been 3 days of training camp. I mean, there've been 3 days of scouting reports, 3 days of players practicing, and 3 days of Dallas Cowboys news. Plus, we got the news about the markets and everything else going on with Dak Prescott and CD Lamb. So we'll touch on all that. But before I get too far ahead of ourselves, I need y'all to go on all platforms and hit that like button. Go on all platforms and hit that share button. And go on all platforms and hit that Cash App or that Super Chat, man, to support all 3 content creators. Because listen, they going out there to Oxnard to bring out some exclusive content. Wes already been out there. You know, they got traveling fees, gas, food, all the other stuff. So, you know, make sure if you don't support anybody, make sure you at least support the brothers, man. So, yeah. But make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all hit the like button. They ain't gonna cost you a cent. Make sure y'all hit the share button so everybody and their mama know that the liquor store, the trap, and West are open for business. And make sure y'all hit those super chats and those cash chats to support your content creators. And a salute to everybody in here. I see JV B-Boy in the building, Michael Trejo, Brandy Mahoney, Mr. Dika in the building. Salute to you. Let's see who else is in here. John Jones, Kelvin Hicks. Hey, Ken Folk, I went and added you on PlayStation 5. So, hey, by the way, if y'all got NCAA and y'all trying to get your head beat in after the show or something, send me, inbox me or put your gamer tag in the chat box. I'll gladly run that fade with y'all. All right, Dak owns Filthy. What's up with you? Richie Coaching, Cynthia Casillas, salute. Let's see who else in the building. Who else I see? My boy Justin Kitchen in the building, man. Longtime supporter. I see you, my guy. I appreciate you. Brandon Dunson. Dave over there supporting Wes on, I think that's on Twitch. Andrew Stack. Johnny, what's up with y'all, man? I appreciate all y'all. Jameson Taylor, Tamika in the building. Lee Harrison, salute. So yeah, man, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and just dive here first into the content. Wes and Land will be in momentarily, so we might well start. So me and West Coast were having a conversation the other day when we were doing our live show together. And listen, I agree with him on the standpoint of Dak Prescott name should not be involved with anything that Jordan Love got going on. Jordan Love is was a first time starter. You know, he had one season of production in 5-6 seasons, right? However long he's been in the league. But that did not stop Jordan Love from becoming the highest paid player in NFL history. All right, so Jordan Love and the Packers, according to Adam Schefter, Love and Packers have agreed to a 4-year, $220 million contract that makes him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. He also gets a record $75 million signing bonus plus $155 million in new full guaranteed money. Lord, I should have stayed in football. I should have listened to my daddy. I should have played football longer than I did. Yeah, Dak is 2-5 and Jordan Love is 1-1. So let me ask you a question, because y'all bring up playoff records and all this other stuff. What was Trevor Lawrence's playoff record when he got a contract? What was Trevor Lawrence's playoff record when he got a contract? What's Jordan Love's playoff record? 1-1? So you mean to tell me that it's okay for them to have one playoff win in half a decade, but it's an issue for Dak Prescott to have two? You know what I mean? And besides, we already had this discussion, you know, about why players get paid. It's not about really the playoffs and all the other stuff. Us as the fans be thinking about playoff wins, Super Bowls, competing. This is a business. This is a multi-billion-dollar business. They are trying to sell merchandise. They're trying to sell tickets. They're trying to be competitive enough to get primetime games, right? They're trying to do all those things. So they find a quarterback that is consistent, that is good enough to give their fan base hope, so that they'll buy merchandise and come to games and all these other things. And they're competitive enough to actually, you know, want to show up and buy those tickets, and competitive enough to actually get these primetime games, because they'll flex your ass, right? So yeah, man, like this is a multi-billion-dollar a year business, man. Multi-billion-dollar a year business. So yeah, they're gonna sign these folks to $200 million. They're gonna make $1 billion off this man. Like that's not hyperbole. They're gonna make $1 billion off of jersey sales, ticket sales, and all the other stuff. Same way that Dak Prescott is gonna make the Dallas Cowboys a bunch of money. If Cooper Rush was the Dallas Cowboys' long-term starter, and they were below 500 and missed the playoffs year in and year out, the Dallas Cowboys brand would take a hit for that, right? That's the same for any team. Like, folks are actually, listen, look at Eastside Herald, for example. Folks are actually talking about the Houston Texans because they got a good quarterback finally. That case in point right there just entered the chat box. So yeah, man, like, regardless of what y'all feel about your quarterback personally, he's a good quarterback. Good quarterbacks make good money. And Jordan Love, same way. I don't agree. I don't think I would have paid him after only one season. But this is also a franchise that, that found Brett Favre after it failed with him in Atlanta. They were able to draft Aaron Rodgers. He went on to be a Hall of Fame quarterback himself. So, I trust their opinion about quarterback stuff. Derek Rory, the Dallas Cowboys. Every team has the same cap, for one. 2, the Dallas Cowboys can sign whoever they want to sign. The Dallas Cowboys have become victims of their own inability to be competent. And I know you can't see him. Let me drop this real quick so I can bring my brother landlord in here.
What's happening?
So, man, I need y'all to grab y'all crosses, hold your Bibles tight.
Don't do that.
The devil himself has entered into the liquor store.
That is not true, people. That is not true.
I need somebody to go in the back of the liquor store and get the holy water. It's right there by the Eagles tears. Go grab the holy water. Douse landlord in it. I don't need you to just, how they just splash a little bit. I need you to douse this motherfucker in holy water so that we can be safe from the devil himself.
See, it be your own people, it be your own folks, man. That's what we found out, you know what I'm saying? Hen is very nefarious. He's up to no good. But look, he say all of these heinous type things about me, but he be right here with me. So what does that say about you, Mr. ATM? I'm just trying to see. Fill me in.
It means somebody is being held prisoner.
Birds of a feather, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody is being held prisoner, so I gotta continue to coexist with landlord for their safety. He said he gotta blink his eye a certain way when normal people walk by. He said no Diddy water.
Please, no Diddy water. But what's going on, man? How everybody doing today?
We're doing the life for my brother. We just out here talking about everybody and their mama getting contracts, not named Dak Prescott. When you came in, I had the graphic up, but Jordan Love, after one season, has become the highest paid quarterback in National Football League. Now listen, he's been in the league for like 4 or 5 years, but his only season starting, I should say, he became the highest paid quarterback in league history.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people look at it like from an aspect of what you have done, but it's a combination of things when they trying to pay a quarterback like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just what he's done. It's about their projection for him in the future, and it's about like how much money that they feel like they can generate from this player. So I feel like they looking at Jordan Love like a good investment. I just wish the Joneses had took that type of initiative when they seen Dak Prescott emerging. Like, this actually smart. Now, I know he's paid a lot of money, but this money won't be nothing in 10 years. And they feel like still, 5 years, it don't matter. Very short term. 1 year.
I was going to say
hold up. The gamble money ain't came yet still?
I ain't even discussing that. I'm just talking about the contracts coming after this contract.
I know, but I'm just talking about it's going to get a big jump once the gamble money get inside of it too. So it's going to be an even bigger salary cap. So that quarterback money that he getting ain't even going to be that big of a deal. So people that, proactive instead of reactive, they'll make sure they sign a quarterback early based on what they feel like he will do in the future. And, it is an element of what you've done, but we already see that he ain't did much of nothing. This is basically a signing for the future for them. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Jordan Love gonna be a good quarterback, bro. I ain't even finna sit up and go and act like I got a lot of outrage about it. I think he gonna be good, so I ain't even tripping. You know what I'm saying? I really do.
I think he's a good quarterback as well. I'm just saying, for the people that think Dak Prescott is not finna get his bag, they're sort of delusional at this point. Because listen, Dak Prescott agent, I don't know if I discussed this with you. This is Dak Prescott's agent got this deal done. Tyson Campbell, cornerback, got a 4-year, $76.5 million extension. And you ain't never heard of this man.
Matter of fact, I don't even know who the hell that is.
He's the highest paid cornerback in NFL history. They never made a Pro Bowl, courtesy of Todd France and Kyle McCarthy. And shout out to my boy, the Original People, for the $4 cash app, man. I appreciate you for supporting my.
Salute for him on the same thing on my end, man. We appreciate you.
But yeah, so like, listen. So Todd France got a dude that ain't never made no Pro Bowl, never made no All Pros, was never in consideration for Defensive Player of the Year. Got him all that money. So you think Todd France is finna be negotiating on Dak Prescott behalf with 3 Pro Bowls, a Rookie of the Year selection, All Rookie Team selection, MVP candidacy, All Pro selection, and all these other statistics that Dak Prescott got? And you think he ain't finna molest the Jones pockets?
Facts.
Come on, man.
And then this is quite possibly his highest, biggest, most high-profile client. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Aaron Donald retiring. What client he got that's bigger than Dak? You know what I'm saying? Even if they are bigger, it might be by a little. But this is his moneymaker. This is his headliner. So he gonna have to get a lot of money from Dak. Just like you heard what Dak said. Dak said he got an obligation to his peers. He said that. So, I mean, he's not finna take no drastic pay cut just to please the Joneses, bro. It's not happening. Dak already did that for years and got nothing back in return and gets constantly disrespected all the time. So, I mean, you know Dak is not finna sacrifice his market value just for the Joneses. And I don't blame him, like, just to be real, because we can't trust them far as what they will or will not do with the money. We can't trust them. Like, if you give Stephen Jones, if you send him to the store for what we need from the store, like a pack of meat, you know what I'm saying? Pause. But we send him to the store for a steak, and you give him $100. He gonna get the cheapest, you know what I'm saying? He might not even get steak. He gonna get some of that. He gonna get some of that hamburger meat that don't nobody want to barbecue. You know what's the name of it in the orange box? He gonna get some hamburger meat.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He gonna get some of that cheap orange box hamburger meat. He ain't even gonna get no steak. Like, he gonna find the cheapest way possible to get a meal made, and he's not gonna really value the money that he's spending. So it's like, I don't trust him with no money either. I wouldn't trust him with no money. So I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Dak, it's like, if you're not gonna give me the things that I need to win or fully equip this team with everything we need to be successful, then I want my goddamn money. I'm sorry.
And Drake, to answer your question, is Lamar Jackson 2-4 and get in the playoffs and got a record-setting deal? What are we talking about? Quarterbacks have never been paid off of playoff success. Peyton Manning got his contract when he was 2-4.
Didn't Trevor just get signed again?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, he got one. Justin Herbert ain't even won a playoff game. He got $50 million. So what kind of conversations are we having?
Yeah, JVB, boy, if you trying to be a big brisket back, I don't know if y'all seen that.
That's so crazy.
Tia Kemp, she is ridiculous. That girl, don't nobody cuss like that girl. I ain't gonna lie. She going crazy. How Rick Ross even dealt with that? He is crazy.
You know, folks fall off when they gonna get on that powder. So
bro, she gonna cuss you out from A to Z. I wouldn't even want to be in the room with them motherfuckers. She too crazy. But she called somebody a big brisket back somebody. You know what I'm saying? Another B word attached to the end of it. But yeah, man, we ain't got no time for that, man. I don't trust Steven with no kind of budget. You know what I'm saying? He trying to look for sales when it's already on sale. Look, he looked for a sale when it was already a sale on the running back position. It was a clearance sale, right? And he still wanted to go cheaper.
See, we need to pay Micah and CD first. But this is the thing. I wonder if I got this.
I'm not paying Micah first. I'm sorry.
Hold on. All right. Matter of fact, this not even the one I was looking at. I'm trying to see if I even put it in here. Okay. So this is actually going to be a response to what Jerry Jones had said, because Jerry Jones had made some comments about Micah and Dak and them possibly causing like 75% of the cap between the three of them. And somebody that actually knew what the hell they were talking about went ahead and broke this down for us. So shout out to Bob Stern for this. So the cap this year is $255 million. 75% of the cap is $191. 70% is $178.5. if you were to pay Dak Prescott $60 million, Micah $35 million, and CeeDee Lamb $30 million, you barely crossed the 125 percentile, which isn't even 50% of the cap. They are either full of it or bad at math. Not saying I recommend it, but claiming 3 guys equals 75% is horse hockey. Jerry Jones, you a lying motherfucker.
All right.
And listen, I know we good at lying because he just left his court cause. He just left from court down here not too long ago. They actually settled out of court.
In Texarkana.
In Texarkana, Texas. He was at the courthouse. I forget which side of the line it was. It might have been Texarkana, Arkansas. Who knows? But point being, like he already got practice line. He probably was in court lying his ass off. That baby don't look like me. Being paying for this girl for 30-some years. But anyway, and CD ain't gonna take 30 either. But point being, and Dak Prescott probably ain't getting 60. Like Dak Prescott probably get 56, 57. So it's still
cases and baby mamas, man.
Yeah, it's still even out. It still evens out. But yeah,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie though, like I really don't. I can't say that they don't deserve what they deserve, man. That's Jerry and them job to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I have no sympathy for them no more. I just don't. Like I said, you know how much your paycheck is, which is the salary cap. You know you got all the bills in the world coming up, which is CD, Dak, Micah. You know these bills are due. So why didn't you plan ahead? Why didn't you split it up from check to check? Why you ain't pay CD with the last check? You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna sit up here and feel like and blame these players for mismanagement from the front office. That's goofy.
It's not their job.
It's not. They know they money was coming up, bro. They been knowing about these contracts since they drafted these players. So how you gonna get mad at these players for saying that they deserve this? Then you drafted a successful player that ran up his market. And now you looking at it like a bad thing.
Hey, let me ask you something, landlord. So when you do like the stock market, you wanna buy low and sell high, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when the stock was low on Dak Prescott across the league, when he was coming off of a 15 interception season and he had hurt his thumb, but he put up one of the best playoff performances in league history. Was that not a good time to sign Dak Prescott to a deal? And that was before even Jalen Hurts had got his money. That was before any of these other guys had gotten paid.
Absolutely it was. It would have been the perfect time. He would have had Dak for a long amount of time for a very, very cheap price. But like I said, I'm not giving him, like, we know they billionaires, bro. They not stupid. He's not a dummy. So when I look at him, I'm like, bro, you did the same exact thing, the same vision you had for the Dallas Cowboys. You should look at these players in that same light, right? You seen an opportunity to buy a football franchise for the low, like we say in the hood, for the low, and you seen the vision to make that team successful, and you seen the potential out of that team. So that's what made you go spend a lot of money to acquire that team. So you mean to tell me y'all can't see the potential in these players? At least your quarterback, man. I stress the quarterback so much because he's going to open up everything. He going to make it easy for everybody else to get paid.
Almost
so just pay the man.
$30 million in savings when you extend Dak Prescott.
That's why I keep going back to Dak, because he's going to open up the doors for everybody else, man, easily. Like, if you sign Dak, it's going to be a breeze to sign CD and Michael. But like I said, it ain't even Micah's turn. He deserves some money because he been playing phenomenal, but I wouldn't be losing sleep by paying Michael.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Why we keep talking about turns? You can pay all these people at the same time. We need to stop acting like there's a reason to even wait.
The only thing is, though.
Listen, though, we're going to come to this same discussion with Micah Parsons the same way we come with Dak Prescott. Because somebody else that rushes the passer is going to reset the market again, and then his price is going to go up. So why not pay everybody at one time when the book is open?
Well, you can do that. You can do it. But I was about to say, the only reason I'm talking about turns is because everybody do now. Damn no. Like, you got to pay somebody.
They pay them all. I mean, that's the thing. We already discussed you save money on the front end with all 3 extensions. You save a little bit of money extending Michael Parsons. You save a nice chunk of money extending CD Lamb, and you save a nice ass chunk of money extending Dak Prescott. Right? So you clear the cap space I wanted them to clear in the offseason when they were still free agents. You can still clear that shit.
Yeah.
You can still clear that. So that's my thing. We need to stop talking and speaking like, hey, we can't, like, there's a 1, 2, and a 3. Motherfucker, I can get on the phone with all your agents and have this shit done with, in a matter of a couple of hours. In a matter of a couple of hours, I can get on the phone with all your agents and get this shit drawn up to suit y'all, suit us, and go on about our business. I ain't gotta. Hey, I'm gonna pay Dak Prescott. I'm gonna wait till I get paid on the 1st and pay CD Lamb. I'm gonna borrow some money from my mama and then pay Michael Parsons. They ain't doing that.
Yeah.
They got the bag. They already got the bag secured. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only point. Like if you talk about who is more important, you know what I'm saying, you can say whoever, right? Like some people gonna disagree, whatever. Y'all know where I stand on that. But if you're talking about just getting deals done, you can pay all these niggas at the same time. And you probably should, so you can get ahead of the market for Michael Parsons. You should go ahead and sign Dak Prescott before any other quarterback signs an extension. You should. Well, I don't even know who's else left because everybody else to sign.
Everybody to sign, but that.
But yeah, I don't even know who we waiting for now. You should sign CD Lamb, damn sure. And hell, go ahead and get a head start on Michael Parsons. Like, you can pay all these guys at one time, and you just have to worry about the ramifications in 3-4 years. You worry about that then.
The only thing is, in Jerry and them mind, well, given their track record, they only pay people early that's willing to negotiate. They ain't finna set the market early, bro. That ain't what the Cowboys do. That's not they, order operation.
That's why they fail.
Yeah, true. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just telling you who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. If they were doing right, I wouldn't be sitting here on this podcast as much as I do. I have other things to do with my life than begging the Dallas Cowboys to get right with God. But here I am on a Sunday with the devil himself trying to trying to fight the good fight.
Wait a minute now. You gotta speak the truth on a Sunday, sir. Yeah, I mean, hey.
What did I say?
Your seat might be getting hot over there.
What did I say that was wrong, landlord?
You said a lot of shit that was wrong. Like,
no, sir.
You've been telling fibs all morning. That's what I seen from my seat. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, help me rebuke the most diabolical man on the planet. Hit that cash out. The more money you send, the more money we can put towards the fence against landlord.
I just want to know what have I done, people.
The question is, what have you not done, landlord? But if y'all want to rebuke landlord, please hit that cash out. Please hit that super chat. We're fighting a good fight right now. We gotta keep
doing the
Lord's
Lord's work.
Yeah, we're doing the Lord's work. So they might not like, but they can't stop him. That's how it works. You have a conversation in the chat box. Yeah, so let's go on to the next talking point, man, because they upset my entire spirit every single time that I see these folks. All right, moving along.
Must be a Jones.
It's the Jones.
True.
So this is what Stephen Jones had to say. This is actually, I was supposed to show this one first. This Stephen Jones be out here lying. He get it from his daddy. Like father, like son, not the Lil Wayne and Baby Tape, but Stephen Jones be out here lying like his daddy. So he said, Michael Parsons and CD both want to become the highest paid non-quarterback in football, which would be over $35 million per year. Jones said that they have all that going on while also juggling the Dak Prescott situation was ongoing. It's not easy. Jerry Jones later adds, this put gas in my tank. Real quick, shout out to Jason Smith for the $4.99 for your mind on somebody end. He said, love your show from Kansas City. Big Dolphins / Kansas State fan. Love listening in to your show. Appreciate you for the support.
Hey, we appreciate that too, man. And
B-Bird.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, B-Bird, I appreciate the support that you gave me yesterday. But I appreciate that. But shout out to Jason Smith, man. Hey, KC treated me great too when I came out there, man. I like KC. What you think, Hen? I like Kansas City, man. I ain't gonna lie, I want to go back.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I enjoyed myself.
It was some good people out there, man. They treated me well. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Kansas City. I got some family out there too. So that's always another reason to go back.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. But yeah, man. So this is my point. He's talking about it's not easy. Do you know why it's not easy? Do any of y'all know why it's not easy for the Dallas Cowboys to get a deal done with these folks?
Why?
Because the damn Dallas Cowboys did this shit to themselves.
Exactly.
They are the ones that let the market reset without having a contract done for CD Lamb. Because who told you to wait to re-sign this man, you know, after he had an all-pro, like he had the first all-pro season, you could have signed CD Lamb. Who told you to wait until he had another one and that be your time to strike? Like, oh, well, he just came off a year where he was probably the best wide receiver in the league. Let's wait till after then to pay that man. Boy, what the hell are y'all smoking, snorting? What kind of drugs have y'all been taking? For real, what kind of drugs have y'all been taking to make y'all think that was a good idea by any stretch of the imagination? Right? Same thing with the Dak Prescott stuff. You were 2 years late signing Dak Prescott the first time. That's why you're always going to be 2 years behind on the Dak Prescott contract. Dak Prescott was drafted in 2016, meaning he could have got a contract extension the off season after the 2018 season. You waited until right before the 2021 season to give Dak Prescott a damn contract.
This what I'm telling you. I gotta show my face for this one. I'm sorry. And cause like the reason it's so frustrating, man, cause ain't no people, but we got that ain't no way these billionaires operating. It's stupid. I get a little deeper and fix what make it so frustrating. We like, to me, bro, is it fair to say that this is really the way you will operate when it comes to somebody who you're not fond of or somebody who you don't believe in fully, bro? Like, I'm sorry, I just gotta be real, because we'll be up here talking in circles for years and never come to a conclusion because it makes no sense. Think about that. It makes no sense what you just said. Like, ain't no way you just gonna continuously miss the boat on Dak Prescott contract every single time. You just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Do you think they stupid, bro?
No, they're not stupid.
They're not dumb, bro. So it's a reason behind, it's a method to their madness. It gotta be a real logical explanation. And I had came to this conclusion the other day. I said, man, when it comes to Jerry Jones, I feel like Jerry really just don't believe in Dak like that. And when it comes to Steven, I feel like Steven is logical enough to know that Dak is a damn good quarterback and we should keep him. I don't know if he just love him like that either. To be real, I think he just like, it's cheaper to keep her almost. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Steven is. So I really just don't see them just madly in love with Dak like that. They was madly in love with Romo. They gave Romo his money ASAP. Everybody said Romo was overpaid because they paid him quickly, right? They gave Romo his bread, over $100 million way back then. People was like, what the hell they pay Romo for? Then everybody felt like they jumped the gun on paying Romo that early. So like, what is the difference between how they view Romo and how they view Dak? Dak is not their son. He's not with them taking cameos and going to their events and stuff like that. Dak is not that guy. Dak is his own man. And that's what's going to make it harder for him to be, you know what I'm saying, to operate up under them. It's going to make it harder. And I just don't understand why it seems like you got the whole Cowboy fan base frustrated because none of this stuff makes sense. Yeah. You got the whole Cowboy fan base frustrated because none of this stuff makes sense. And we not stupid people. We trying to find logic in an illogical situation. That's what's the problem. That's why it's so frustrating. That's why we got all of these content creators making all of these shows trying to figure out what in the hell is this front office doing. But I'm telling you right now, I hate to say it because, you know, I think Dak could get it done. I really do. But it just don't feel like they feel the same way. And, you know, that's what brings me to this conclusion. If you don't feel that Dak is that guy, you must rip the Band-Aid off. You must go ahead and start over. Like, and I don't want that, but if y'all gonna sit up here and just operate like that, y'all just gonna waste our time. Who fond of wasting their time? Cause I'm not. Who fond of wasting years in somebody that they don't even believe in? Because guess what? Pay attention to how teams that believe in their quarterback operate. Or you look, they might not even be madly in love with their quarterback. Like the Eagles, I don't think they madly in love with Jalen Hurts. I think they just see, hey, he's the best opportunity that we have, and we finna try to whatever we can do to win with him. Real talk. That's what I feel like the situation is. The Cowboys don't even have enough common sense to even do that. Like, look at the other teams. Like Patrick Mahomes, they got all the faith in the world in Pat. Justin Herbert, they got all the faith in the world in Justin Herbert. Look at all the weapons they gave him. That right there lets you know, like, okay, they locked in with him. They locked in with him. They trying to give him every opportunity to get this done and make this right.
So, hey,
Can you say that about your quarterback?
So according to Patrick No C Walker, that was what I was trying to pull up a second ago. I forgot to size it, so y'all forgive me.
Okay.
The Cowboys have also submitted a new offer to Dak Prescott along with one to CeeDee Lamb. They sent it on Friday. So we're going to see if that gets anything going. But they have offered both of them contracts. Real quick, before I talk about that, I'm going to get B-Bird's super chat. He said, it's like a woman doing everything for you that a wife would do, but you still won't marry her. Shit.
See, that's true. But I want to respond to somebody in the chat box. They say Lamb doesn't have a deal either. I guess they don't believe in him. But guess what? That's the biggest difference between CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. They believed in CeeDee Lamb enough to draft him in the first round. They drafted Dak with the second, fourth round pick. Remember that. So which one you think they most fond of?
Neither, because at the bottom line, that doesn't come before the star.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, though.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, like, they listen. You start asking for a little bit too much money. They don't give a damn who you is. They hold their pocket a little bit tighter. Like, what the hell, this man talking? What the?
Like, they don't want to pay nobody. So yeah, you right on that. But I'm just saying.
Down, like, you like, what the fuck?
Look, I ain't talking about the resource. Well, I ain't talking about the dollar amount. I'm talking about the resources. Because they tight with their resources too. They drafted CeeDee Lamb in the first round, bro. And then we didn't even need a receiver.
We had Amari Cooper still.
We didn't even need a receiver, and they still believed in CeeDee Lamb enough to draft him in the first round. So that right there should let you know how they view CeeDee Lamb.
D-boys, that doesn't even make sense. Why would you invest $200 million into somebody you don't believe in? If you don't believe in a quarterback that's finna be a pending free agent, you just don't give him a contract.
Yeah.
Like, this is the cleanest way to ever get away from Dak Prescott is to just not sign him.
The reason I say that, though, like I said, they could not say that Dak is like a superhero that can save the day, but I feel like Stephen Jones is a very logical guy. He might be too logical. So he knows that it's going to be hard as hell to find a quarterback to replace Dak Prescott. And he might not be willing to do that. But do he think Dak Prescott is a 10 or Pat Mahomes or somebody like that? Probably not. But he probably know like Dak is a solid 8.5 or 9 in his book. And he like, damn, it'll be hard to replace a guy like that. So I'd rather just pay him and keep him. I think Steven is just logical. I don't even think he just head over heels about Dak either. Because they just don't show it in their actions. It's almost like B. Bird said, being in a relationship. That girl say she love you, but every weekend she out. You know what I'm saying? Every weekend she in the club, she in the streets. So do you care about her words or her actions? I'm talking about their actions. They don't operate like they love these players or fond of them like that.
Cuz said Dak over Tua as a Dolphins fan. That's real.
Facts. And Tua my guy. Tua ain't on Dak level yet. But Tua nice though. I say that. He ain't on Dak level yet.
He a good quarterback.
They actually, you remember I brought up Tua one time, and I told you they asking him to do Dak type stuff. They really is. The stuff that they asking Tua to do is on a whole nother level from what they asking Jalen Hurts to do. They asking Tua to be a real quarterback over there and make all the throws.
Yep. No half-field reads. I want you to read
None of that goofy stuff. They asking him to be a real quarterback over there, and he's showing up.
Yep. Well, this the thing. Everybody for the Dallas Cowboys, as Tierra had pointed out, had to hold out just about. Dez Bryant, Ezekiel Elliott, Zach Morton had to hold out twice. I know people keep saying Zach. He held out twice, actually. DeMarcus Lawrence had to threaten getting surgery and not showing up to camp. CeeDee Lamb at this point is in a holdout. So, yeah, everybody and their mama done had to hold out to get paid. Emmitt Smith had to hold out. The thing about
it, though, I agree with TRB saying, but at the same time is, okay, if the end result is they cheap, they're really shooting themselves in the foot. You see what I'm saying? The way they operating is not cheap. They finna make it even more expensive. So
nobody's agreeing with what they're doing.
You see what I'm saying? I'm saying like if the reason they operate like this is because they cheap, if they was cheap, they'd be trying to get a discount early. They just, I don't know, bro. It's just frustrating. That's why can't nobody come to a middle ground on this, because none of this stuff makes sense.
All I'm saying is them your folks.
Them your folks, man. I told you stay closer to them than I do.
Yeah, hell nah. You been tapped in with them folks. You at every Diddy party with
oh,
with
no,
Jared.
sir. No, sir. You ain't gonna catch me up at
every Diddy party with Jared Jones.
You ain't gonna catch
Jared
me up.
Been old. Jared been old for a long time, so you know he a pervert.
They have them in Arkansas, though. We don't get down like that out here in Bama.
Hell no. I told
Not in Big Bama.
You travel too much. We
don't get down like that.
You were just in Oxnard with the man last year.
Nah.
The Diddy stuff ain't even came out yet.
I'm headed to Oxnard next week.
You in Oxnard last year, and I had called you. I like, hey, man, what you got going on? You like, man, I'm finna go to this party over here, man.
See, I thought you was righteous, but this dude just making up stories on a Sunday. Hey, he ain't as much more nefarious than me, y'all. I promise. I just made nefarious a running joke brand. He ain't is really living like that. So, hey, that boy, that's crazy.
You gotta calm down, man.
That boy really living like that. He really like that. So, yeah. Then you ain't got y'all letting him pass, and he ain't even got the glasses on. When he had the glasses on, I understand. Like, all right, yeah, he looks like he's an innocent bystander, but he's not. He's actually the culprit. He's actually the villain of the story. He actually did everything. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there, because you've been snitching on me like probably for the better half of 2 years. So
wait a minute.
You've been just telling.
Wait a minute.
So.
See, I got you, motherfucker. Snitching implies that something actually happened, so you're taking full accountability.
You can snitch. You can snitch and lie. Yeah, you can do that.
You can't snitch and lie.
Yeah, you can. You can lie on somebody.
I can only snitch if there was something happen.
Well, you can tell, because you telling and lying at the same time. Shit.
So the Jones are pissed because they have to come up off of the wallet, and there is no way around it. And sir, the Jones right. Dak, CD, Micah, get your bags because the Jones have it. He said Jerry's still upset about the Packers game. That's what they offer got off quick. Huh.
Yeah, that's why I look at like this is why we be upset, y'all. It's not because this team is a terrible team. We upset because we want more. That's all. We know this team is good. I'm not acting like we trash. We just want more. That's all. Like we deserve more too. We know that we've been a laughingstock of the NFL, even whether it's warranted or not. We've been a laughingstock of the NFL because we can't get over that hump. And everybody's watching us. It's other teams that's way worse, that ain't never got there and stuff like that, but everybody's watching us. So that's just the reality of the situation, man. That's just the reality of the situation. We deserve more, and we want more. It's time for us to win and get over that hump. So that's why I'm talking about the little blemishes that could hurt us from getting them. I'm not talking like this stuff gonna have us like we finna be a 5-win team or no craziness like that. I'm just saying when it comes to the playoffs, I want to be confident and prepared and feel like my team can actually win, advance, and actually get to the promised land what we're looking for. So that's two different things. This team, the way it's currently constructed, is gonna kick some ass in the regular season. It is. It's gonna smack. They're gonna smack people around. They're gonna spin some blocks. They're gonna do all of that in the regular season. We know that. That's why we are looking forward to the playoffs. We know that it requires more. That's all we saying. We just want more. And we feel like the Joneses, the front office, has neglected those problems that we know we got. They neglected them.
Shout out to my boy Donald Holmes too, showing love to all 3 platforms.
Salute Dono in the building.
But yeah, I wish folks would keep the same energy because listen, you complain all off season about what the Dallas Cowboys have not done or disagreeing with the move that they do make, and then the moment the regular season gets here, that stuff exits your mind, and now you think the Dallas Cowboys should win a Super Bowl, even though all off season you had questions.
We ain't did nothing.
You had questions about your interior defensive line. You don't know you can stop the run. You got questions at your other wide receiver spots, especially with CeeDee Lamb holding out. You got questions about your running back core. You got questions about everything under the sun. You're gonna be playing a new defensive scheme. You don't even know they're gonna be
brand new defense.
You have no idea. But week 1, first opening snap, you expect the Dallas Cowboys to go out and dominate.
Oh, Dak made us lose the game. We should be winning the Super Bowl.
Like what? What happened to all the other crazy stuff y'all was saying all off season?
They act like they get amnesia. They get amnesia for the off season. Once the regular season started, they act like the off season never existed. And that's crazy. We can't do that, people. Because guess what that do? This is what y'all do when y'all operate like that. Y'all take all the accountability away from the Joneses and put it on the players. Now, is that fair?
Nope.
Is that fair? Because y'all that's what we do. We be up here screaming at the players. Oh, y'all suck. Y'all terrible. Why y'all can't do this? We can't win this. We can't win that. But we know who the real culprits is that neglected the needs of this football team. But we don't talk about that during the season, though. During the season, it's on Dak and the players. That's all that matters. The front office be over there sleeping peacefully.
Hey, shout out to Dono on my end for the Cash App, man. I appreciate you for the support, my guy.
I don't know if he hit me, but he usually do, so I'm going to go on and say it in advance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? From the future or the past. It's all good.
Trill.
But, yeah, Dono be supporting. Supreme King says, why is the media pushing Dak out? What you mean by that?
Listen, it will trip me out because Joy, I think it was Joy, said everybody around, even national media, she said the national media and everybody around the league would view Dak Prescott differently if he was not a Dallas Cowboy. They've actively been pushing for Dak Prescott to leave Dallas and go to a different team so he can get his flowers.
If Dak was at the Chargers, bro, he'll have a statue. If Dak was at the Browns, he'll have a statue. If Dak was at, who else? The Panthers, boy, he'll have 3-4 streets named after him. If he was at a lot of anything outside of these historic franchises, like outside of the 49ers, Packers, Cowboys, maybe Steelers, I think Dak could be praised as a Steeler right now, bro. They'll love Dak over there. They would love Dak over there. I don't want to imagine that, CT. That is horrifying.
What if he goes?
Just imagine if we had Brock Purdy and they had Dak.
So, hey, this is my thing, too. You you know that that's a possibility, right? Because Brock Purdy is up for a contract next year. So if Dak Prescott walks, him and Brock Purdy get paid at the same time. Both are on the open mark. You know, both. You could sign Dak Prescott and cut Brock. He's a 7th-round pick. It ain't gonna cost.
I don't want to live in a world like that, bro. I promise you, I don't even want to think about it. Like, bro, we would listen. Y'all think y'all hate Dak now? Some of y'all Dak haters, the Dak deniers and all of that, boy. Y'all think y'all hate Dak now? Boy, y'all would absolutely hate his guts if he went over there. You would loathe him. Real talk. Y'all would despise Dak Prescott if he went over there. Cause they would be clearing house. They would be smacking people around. That'll be like when what's his name?
Boy, did you ask anybody in their front office that question?
What's his name? Matthew Stafford went to the Rams. That's what it'll be.
And this is another thing. Like, the same people will tout. Remember they had the list of executives that had Dak Prescott as the number 10 quarterback?
Yeah.
Do they not remember those same executives league-wide said Brock Purdy wasn't even a top 10 quarterback? So would that not be an upgrade if the same executives voted?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you, it's people who are executives in this league and look at the way the malpractice that the Cowboys is doing with Dak Prescott and say, hey, I could do better with him. I guarantee. We ain't the only people that see the potential of this dude. I promise you that. I promise you that. Some people try to say that crazy stuff like he just terrible, but a terrible quarterback wouldn't be this good for this long. Dak has been pretty damn good for a long period of time now. Since he came in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. And the same people, guess what? They let the expectations of the team side with Dak Prescott. Because I guarantee you, them people who hate on Dak now, I bet money they ain't hate Dak in 2016.
They love him.
I bet money they ain't hate Dak in 2016.
All right, so let me see. B-Boy with the $5 super said the Cowboys are built for the regular season, so they're going to make the playoffs, but January and February separate the men from the boys through the physical play.
Facts.
I mean, man, they fucking suck at that. Tia Chana is on somebody's page, dick pulling.
Nice.
So Tia, you might be a female. So I usually don't talk bad to women, but you over here talk about you want a cookie, you want a dick to suck, like your mama taught you to do.
Hold on,
so I need you.
See that? See that?
I need you to.
What did she say?
Hold on. I need you to stop talking shit about my quarterback for how my wife beat the shit out you. All right, we can have a good Sunday again.
Lord, that's that nefariousness we be talking about. Shout out to Jason, man, with the $10 super. He just want to support, man. He ain't even have no question. If you got a question attached to it, man, just shoot. We'll feature your question, man. But I appreciate the support.
I ain't gonna see it no way. I'm finna not use it there. Remove this motherfucker. Cause you ain't gonna come in here talking crazy talking you want a cookie. Nah, bitch, you want a dick to suck.
Pass come on next week, Dustin.
You is the hoe your mama raised you to be. Now get the fuck out the chat box.
Hennessy. You can't go full Hennessy, okay? It is Sunday, sir, okay?
And the Lord say come as you are.
It is a Sunday, sir.
She came on her knees into the chat box.
Ooh.
But shout out to Jason Smith.
I appreciate you, man. Y'all crazy. Hold on. Yeah. What's his name? I can't even pronounce that. But that's a good point right there on Facebook here. The S word.
Yeah, we've been so terrible with Dak that we haven't been in the lottery since he's been here. Matter of fact, the only time we were close to being a lottery team was in 2020 when he was hurt.
When he got hurt, exactly. So that should tell you everything you need to know.
He said, what happened? People be talking crazy. People be talking crazy about folks. Oh, you want to cook? You like, I ain't listen. I cuss people out on Sundays. I cuss people out on Wednesdays, on Mondays, on President's Day, your birthday, the day, in the day that you remember your granny. All those days you will get cussed out. Stop
See,
coming.
I don't engage in stuff and behavior like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a righteous, you know what I'm saying, human being. You know what I'm saying? I pray for him. We're gonna pray for you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you piss me off too much, then I'm gonna just, I'm gonna let you have it. But yeah, man, it's frustrating with the way this team want to operate for far as Dak Prescott go, and CeeDee Lamb, cause CeeDee Lamb deserves his money as well.
We made the playoffs every year since Dak's second contract.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
But they act like a Super Bowl is on Dak. Like it's an individual award. Like, look, what if a Super Bowl was an individual award? Like, that'd be crazy. Like, that's the way we operate. Like, the whole mainstream, the 3-4 letter networks, all them guys, they operate like a Super Bowl is an individual award.
August 11th, Dustin.
Guess what, Hen?
What's up?
According to the mainstream media, did the you barely even hear this. Now that I'm cooking now. I'm sorry. Think about this. According to the national media, did the Kansas City Chiefs win a Super Bowl last year, or did Patrick Mahomes? You hear Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl, did it? Like, they crazy. They crazy, bro, when you think about that stuff. They don't even give the whole team props.
Oh.
Now, when they talking about the team in general, they might say the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, but they gonna say Pat got a ring last year. Pat won the ring last year. They ain't gonna give nobody else. They might give Andy Reid a little credit when they talking about coaches, but they gonna say Patrick Mahomes won a ring. They act like that's an individual award, and that's ridiculous. That's why we can't operate on the same type of spectrum they do. That's foolishness. We know better than that. When you know better, you do better, man. We gotta stop playing. That's not an individual award, man.
My boy said that Randy Gregory get cut. Would you sign him? Of course.
I would. Shit, I still like Randy. Talent on the field, for sure.
You gotta make sure he disciplined.
If you sign Randy Gregory, he might be, shit, I don't know. I ain't watched him last year, but from the Randy Gregory in my head, he might be your third best pass rusher ASAP. coming in the gate. To me, from the Randy Gregory that I remember, shit. BRG Sports said, hey, they act like Nana. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Was supposed to change the word heavy
Obama.
Is the head that wears the crown. Oh, yeah, he meant Obama. Yeah. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, but it's still different in football.
Lee said this string looks like the start of a porno. What the hell going on?
What the fuck?
Freaky ass nigga.
He a 69 guy. Hold on. What in the world is that? Why would you say that?
What came to his mind? He seen two niggas.
I have no idea what kind of. That's just.
Like, what kind of porn are you watching, sir?
I think I'm ready to go on that note. Y'all getting wild. Good Lord.
Niggas be out here going crazy. Like,
That's a little much for me.
like, sir.
No Diddy, sir.
He was
What
at
the
Diddy
hell is you
party.
talking about?
Man, listen. He was hosting the Diddy party.
He catered that motherfucker.
Man, them motherfuckers spiking. They had spiking their own drinks.
He went and bought the dildo shaped cups and everything. That's you. He had them in his cart. Boy, you wild, boy. You wild.
That man had a zesty overload.
He had a Sassmaster 3000 cart. He said, just joking. Okay, please don't do that. Because listen, sir, I'm glad you said that, but hey, hold on for a second here. You heard? Take off.
He gonna say take over. I got a mouthful of food. And this nigga say take over. Y'all bear with me, man. I swear I'm gonna have this nigga talk. Well, I finished this good ass pizza. I'm gonna let y'all hear from your owner, Jerry Jones. And y'all can listen to him lie to y'all for a little bit.
I got a call, but it was some foolishness, I guess. So
I was actually finna play a little bit of this Jerry Jones interview.
why you gonna do us like that?
Cause, like when I listen, I already got on here in front of all these people, cause there's like 200 people in here. I got in front of all these people and call this man a lie. I didn't want y'all to see the man lie, so y'all know that I wasn't just playing. Like this ain't nothing to play about. He out here being extra nefarious with our football team, man. And listen, I'm not gonna play the full damn hour of the interview. I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna play a little bit of it. So bear with me.
Nobody wants to see that.
Everybody.
Hey, yeah, before we get into that, man, make sure y'all get the likes up, man, please. All you gotta do, it's simple. I know it seems hard, but it's simple. All you gotta do is double tap the screen. That's something I came up and figured out. Double tap the screen like Instagram. Boom, boom, you hit the like button. Simple as that. It's even easier than the other like button. So y'all get the likes up for us on both platforms, man. We'll appreciate that. And please hit the share button, man. We trying to get this content out to the masses, man. The algorithm be trying to knock us off our rhythm. We got stuff to do. We got places to go, people to see. You know what I'm saying? Content to make. We trying to be great, man. So y'all make sure y'all support the independent content creators. Hit the cash out, hit the super chats, man. We appreciate all the support.
Indeed. All right, let's get this shit going.
Let's do it.
And I'll call on you for your question. And with that, we'll start out with David Moore.
Jerry, David Moore, Dallas Morning News. I'll start with a couple today and get a legal question off the top and then move to football if we can. You've been involved in several fraternity suits that have gone through the system over the last couple of years. What led to the resolution to this latest trial in Texarkana after just one witness?
Well, we got it, we got it resolved like I wanted. And so it was unfortunate, but it is resolved, and that was, of course, very sensitive.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, Jerry so old, he don't even be realizing he making all these noises and shit. Like, he don't even peep that shit. Like, hey, man, it's kind of hard to listen to, man. I asked y'all the other day, I don't know if y'all was here, because I know the liquor store probably went here, but who will win a debate between Jerry Jones and Joe Biden? All right, we're going to get them answers, and then we can continue. Let's go.
I said Jerry.
Jerry got more charisma, though.
That's what I'm saying. Jerry,
even though he ain't making no sense either.
I'm gonna say Jerry gonna say some old bullshit, but it's gonna sound good enough for some people to be like, you know what, Jerry?
It ain't gonna make no sense at all, bro. But he got more charisma than Biden do.
Man.
Sensitive with my family, and it was very sensitive with the unique publicity that's involved with the Cowboys. And but it was involved satisfactorily for all concerned. I won't be commenting any more about it, but I certainly are where I want to be.
And from a football standpoint, I know you said before that the worst place a fan base can be is when it's apathetic or there's apathy involved. Coming off this offseason, there doesn't seem to be apathy. There seems to be a lot of frustration with, how the season ended and what you have and haven't done. And since then, do you sense a stronger sense of frustration than you have in the past? And if so, what do you attribute it to?
The way that, as I sit here today at almost 35 years, you've got to help me with my mathematics here, but almost 35 years. I see several faces that I saw 35 years ago here, and but after 35 years, the one thing that's for sure is ambiguity, and just the nature of what being a part of sports and part of football is very ambiguous.
Pause for a second, man. I'm sorry.
The reality of it is that you.
I don't know if I expressed this to the world or not. I hate everything about the word ambiguity, bro. I hate the way it's pronounced. I hate the way it sounds. I hate all. I hate everything about it. And he used that word 75 times doing that shit. Like that was ridiculous right there, man. But somebody said Trump over Jones. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I would pay my hard-earned money to see that debate right there. Trump and Jerry. But that'll be lit when I don't know who will win that one. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who will win that debate. I'll pay for it, though. That should be on pay-per-view. Go ahead, though.
Both of them motherfuckers are going to see sitting there lying to me. It's going to sound good as hell,
That'll
though.
be something to see right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I would be front and center watching that one.
Continually dealing with much unfinished business. There's almost no way to segment parts of the running and the evolving of a team from one year to the next. You can have specific agreements, and those agreements have all the right terms in them, and yet you still might have non-execution of the agreements. We've had people with contracts that didn't come to camp. So you've got to make that reality. That's what happens. And so that you can't be and do what I have the privilege and the opportunity to do, and that's be a part of the Dallas Cowboys and run the NFL, which being here with you today reminds me just how lucky I am and how wonderful this is. But it is more ambiguity involved than I ever could have imagined. And there's always going to be many dangling participles out here of unfinished business.
Cases and baby mamas.
And that's the reality of it. There will never be a time with the NFL and sports, but what we don't have a lot going on that give you reason to say this is the time of year when you're just supposed to do football. Well, there's not a million things, but there's so many things going on at all times, and more so today than when I first got involved. And so,
that might be
if
the
I
comment of the day right there. Hector said Trump versus Jerry, the mumbler versus the rambler.
He said rich people word salad.
The mumbler versus the rambler is ridiculous, though. Because he ain't lying not one.
Oh, man, that's good old-fashioned slander right there, my boy.
He ain't lying
Good
on neither one of them, boy. That's a perfect description, boy. Cause one on mumbling and Jerry just be rambling on, boy. I promise.
What the fuck did Jerry be talking about?
I don't know what he talking about. See, I think what make us lose Jerry, bro, is like Jerry he'll make a metaphor for a metaphor on top of a metaphor. Now we forget where we at. Like what was we talking about, bro?
We're in like a six dimensional word.
Think about it. It's like, bro, we was talking about the salary cap. Then he give you a metaphor about a woman and a man. Then he make a woman and a man metaphor about a car and a mechanic, and you know what I'm saying? Then it's about how you eat food, and now you done lost wherever the hell you was. Like, that man crazy, bro. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. He make metaphors for metaphors.
Let's try this shit again.
can be specific, I was kind of ready with my thoughts for you. I know we've been talking about what kind of off season we had, what kind of season ending we had. Well, the facts are that I'm going to need a little bit of help here, but how many Pro Bowlers do we have out here?
14.
14 Pro Bowlers on this field right now.
12 All-Pros.
And 12 All-Pros. We have an outstanding team. And so that part works. We've got a lot of ambiguity in the team. I have ambiguity everywhere.
I'm finna ambiguity. I don't know the nigga using this shit right now.
I have ambiguity everywhere. Boy, somebody had put that Curb Your Enthusiasm music on there. I had to steal that. I gave them their props though. That joint was hilarious.
So the exact meaning of ambiguity is a noun. The quality of being open to more than one interpretation. Inexactness. I'm not sure if he's correctly using. I'm not sure if he's correctly using ambiguity right here when describing 12 all pros. So let's be clear.
Time out. Say that one more. Even the definition is unclear. Say that one more time. Like they just gave you a bunch of general words. Like what the fuck is they talking about?
The quality of being open to more than one interpretation. Inexactness. For example, we can detect no ambiguity in this section of the act, meaning it was clear at that point.
Basically, it's uncertainty or something.
Inexactness. So it's operating with openness, basically.
Okay. He couldn't be using it right then.
I said, wait. Does he know what ambiguity means? No, he can't.
He couldn't.
He can't if he keeps saying we got ambiguity. You don't. You got a set number of all pros. You got a good team. You ain't have to use the word ambiguity. I think he just like the way that shit sounds.
I know, and he said ambiguous too. He used the other form of it. Like he going off, bro. I don't know, man.
This your boy, man. Hold on.
It's hard to watch him. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like
I pull up the definition of ambiguous.
This is hard, bro.
It was an adjective, open to more than one interpretation, having a double meaning, unclear or inexact because a choice between alternatives has not been made. Jerry, you don't know what the hell you talking about up there, man.
He confusing himself.
You make Arkansas look bad, man. You got your education in Arkansas. You're fucking up, Jerry.
Look, somebody walked up. One of his PC person said the word before he got on stage, and then now he just he learned a new word. And he just got ambiguously crazy. He got ambiguous than a motherfucker. Like, I don't know, bro. That's ridiculous. He said the word like 13 times, by the way.
The way that he uses ambiguity is ambiguous itself.
In itself, yeah.
Let's continue.
In the things that I look at and do.
You know what? Even YouTube said fuck that. They play the
I'm
ad.
telling you, bro. Like,
nah, we ain't finna put ourselves through this shit.
yeah, that's like watching paint dry. I can't do it. Just give me the highlights of it and fast forward or something.
Like, man,
put the speed on 2 times.
Could you imagine you are a paid reporter? You got to actually sit there through an hour of this man talking.
I said that too. I said about the Biden and Jared debate. I said just imagine if you had to keep up with it. Like you had to come with some real thoughts and points from it. That'll be impossible.
Don't get fuck around and get fired.
That'll be impossible. That'll be impossible. But, man, what else you got going on, man? Because we done hit them with 1 hour and 15. Y'all got some other topics y'all want to discuss before we wrap this thing on up?
Not really. We can save this shit. Unless you want to go into listen, if I bring up the Michael Parsons stuff, we'll be here for another hour.
Yeah. I'll pass. I'd rather see that video and do it. Like, yeah. We could say that for tomorrow or later on.
We'll
You
do
want
it
to do
later.
something later on? Maybe.
Play the game. You
Maybe.
gonna go get the controller?
Yeah, I'm finna go get it.
Let's see. We might have the Trap versus the Liquor Store on NCAA. He'll be bringing his Crimson Tide to Arkansas to face the one and only Henny the Moore. Henny the God Key on PlayStation 5. So yeah, man, we
Listen,
live with it.
I don't play the
ahead, take
game no more, so I don't even know what my name is. My children changed the name as much as they possibly can, so I don't even know what my gaming tag is no more. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it
see.
out. But man, hey man, I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Hey, let them know where to find you at, Mr. HTM.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. Hey, man, tap in with me. It's HTM Sports on YouTube. It's HTM Sports on TikTok. I just started it. Don't know what the hell I'm doing because I'm old. So bear with me. Hit me up on Twitter. It's HTM Sports on there as well. And on Facebook, it's Henny the Moore. Same with the Cash App. So tap in. Make sure on the way out, hit those Cash App and those Super Chats. Continue to support your independent content creators. You know, we got a lot of dope stuff coming to y'all. We'll continue to bring y'all some exclusive Cowboys content in the near future. Land, where can they find you at is the question.
Already, man. I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in for the win. As y'all know, I will be traveling out there to Oxnard on the 3rd, I believe. Yeah, on the 3rd. So that's next week, next Friday. So, hey, man, if you want to support me and my mission going out there to get y'all this exclusive content, doing some great things for the space, man, make sure y'all hit your boy up on these Cash Apps and Super Chats, you know what I'm saying? It go a long way for me going out there. You know, I'm going to make sure everything taken care of, but, you know, it is expensive. I got to fly and drive to get out there to cover this team. So, man, y'all make sure y'all support your boy, and I appreciate y'all.
So, quick question. You know the 3rd is not a Friday, correct?
It's a Saturday. See, it's Friday for me because I got to drive to Atlanta Friday night. So, it's in my head. Yeah, it's in my head. Yeah. So, it's in my head like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got to drive out there late Friday night to be at the airport Saturday morning.
That sounds deplorable, but you know.
Yeah.
All right, y'all share to the groups, share to a friend, share to a pimp, share to a hoe. Tell them about Henny the Mo, the liquor store. Tell them about the Trap. And yeah, we forgot this mug. What usually